Hey, my creative friends. It is Shannon from Shannon Studio, and we are here talking about creativity every day. And today is Sunday, the Sabbath for me. And so on Sundays, I try to bring in spirituality, God, and connect it with creativity. Hi, Trisha. So that's what I do on Sunday. So it's a little bit different from the other days of the week. But as I was preparing today was, we went to church, we had some people over for dinner, and I'm going to post some of those pictures of the food board we did. I love having food boards. They are so fun. The presentation's fun, but then it's also very practical that you can, anyways, I'll talk about food board later. So I was, so that's what our day was like. I took a little nap and then got up and cut my husband's hair, and then my girls got on. And my process for the videos has been, I have some topics that I want, or I think I want any topics that I can think that I want. But, so today was one of those days where I don't have a topic. So what I usually do on either way is about an hour and a half beforehand, I sit down and I start to kind of make an outline of what I think I want to talk about with you. So it was, I had about an hour, and then two of my daughters called. And Sam and Cassie, Samantha and Cassandra. And so we started talking, and I'm like, oh, I need to go and do that, but I'm having so much fun talking to them. And then, as time goes on, it's like, oh, I should get off the phone, but I just love, talking with them, and I don't get to talk with them I get to talk with some of them more often than others. Trisha says, hey, we have snow too. Yay. Joseph, I think I told you guys, Joseph made us snow cones, went out and gathered the snow and made snow cones. It hasn't snowed since the Monday, Tuesday. I'm not sure what day it was, but it's only snowed the one day. So I'm kind of excited to see what more snow will look like. But so I was talking with my daughters, and I'm just like, oh, so finally at 20 after, Cassie goes, well, we probably should let you go so you can do your thing. And I'm like, oh yeah. And I asked them for some thoughts about, what I might talk about too. And they came up with several good thoughts that I will address later on. But what I did think about was from talking to my girls and not wanting to get off the phone from, the video chat from them to do this other thing was, early in my life, I, had a vision of what I wanted to create our home life like. And I personally feel like it's a mandate from God and from our church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, how they talk about how your home should be, and a heaven on earth, and a refuge from the storm, and, different phrases that come to mind about how they have taught us the importance of family. And so for my husband and I, we decided we wanted to create a certain home life. And I know a lot of people don't agree with that. They think, you need to teach them certain things because they're going to face them in the world, and it's sheltered if you do it a certain way. And I'm like, yeah, that was our point. Our point is really, for me, a refuge from the storm, meaning a place where they can come and be able to find love. And this is a quote that from David McKay that I pulled out from some reading. It says, the poorest shack in which love prevails over a united family is of greater value to God and future humanity than any other riches. And that to me is to have love in your home so they know that they're loved. When they come home, they might have things happen at school. They might have people saying things to them at different places. But when they come home, they know they're loved. Now, the idea of creating a home life that you want, people will get this idea, I have to make a perfect home life. I can't have this, or I can't have contention, or I can't have... Yeah, you don't want contention. Contention happens naturally when you put a bunch of people who are different personalities in the same room. It happens. Experiences happen. I don't think anywhere God said you have to have a perfect home. because that would imply that you have perfect people. Because the only way you're going to have a perfect home is to have perfect people, and none of those exist. I don't know anybody. There's nowhere in humanity that says that's going to be the case. And really, Jesus Christ's life and mission was to save us as imperfect beings through his atonement, so that we could become perfect at some point in the future, because he paid for our sins. So he knew we would all sin. We would all make mistakes. We all have failings. And so nowhere does it say you have to create a perfect home. And unless you create a perfect home, your home is of no value. That's not the case. But the case is that he's given us opportunity to create the kind of home that we think is the best home for us and those who enter. And I think nowadays sometimes we think of home as just a place to stop and change our clothes and get clean clothes and grab a bite to eat, and then we're off to something else. And not that you shouldn't have outside interests. I have lots of things I like to do. But at the core of who you are, I think having a family who loves you is one of the best core values and core things you can give to a person. So like when I'm talking to the girls tonight, I'm thinking this is why I had a home where we would continue our relationships after they left home, where we had built relationships and love, and where we wanted to talk to each other. And I love that. I love talking to my kids. And so let me see. In the U.S. and in different places in the world, we are free to be able to create those kinds of homes. Some places are not as free to do so. And what a privilege for us to be able to have the opportunity to create the home life we want. I mean, I just feel very blessed. I feel very blessed to be on this side of it, of creating a home and having my kids raised and see what they're like, and to see how they were at home and to see what they're like after they leave the home, and also to have Joseph and to see the things that are happening to him. So, I mean, really, it's like the first four were mom 1.0? 1.0, yeah. The second four were mom 2.0 and mom 3.0. And so I've had a long time to be able to see what a home life can and can't do. And it is worth your efforts to create the home life that you want to have for your family. And I don't think, at least for me, I think for a lot of people, we don't regret putting in some of our best efforts for our family and for our home. It doesn't matter what kind, like it says, the poorest shack. It doesn't matter the dwelling itself. It matters what happens inside the home. So the tip today is to, and I probably will revisit this topic again, but to create a home that you want for your family. And that is a big, wide open, creative journey that it can be very exciting. It can be hard, but it can be very exciting. Well, I will leave that with you, and you have a creative heartbeat, so listen for it, and I will be back tomorrow with another creative tip, and we'll see you tomorrow.